They call me B3G. Alright, peoples, we are live right here at Mother's Nature Soul Food Vegan Restaurant here in Lynchburg, Virginia at 616 Main Street. If you haven't checked out the food, come check it out. My name is Dr. Copeland. I'm here to bring a presentation to y'all today. And let's see what happens here. I got my warnings going on. Before I even get started, I got to do my medical disclaimers, okay? Information you intend is not intended to apply for a substitute of your professional medical advice. Okay, diagnosis or treatment of any kind, all content, including texts and images you may see today, is contained or viewed for general educational purposes only. You should not use this presentation information in the place of advice of your physician or medical advisor. Now, I'm assuming none of y'all are law enforcement or undercover agents at this time, so we could. Look like I grew up with all y'all that's in here, right? Now, start off, like I said, I appreciate all y'all who came out today for this presentation event, health awareness event, one of my first ones here in Lynchburg, Virginia that I'm doing. Those who may be watching this on social media can go to my website, that's thehwhc.weebly.com, and go to the bottom of the page and sign up for my email notifications for you'll know when I get ready to do some more stuff that's coming up here in the near future, within the days to come. Now, I'm what's called an energy medicine practitioner, and what I do, I deal with the biofields of your body and also the energies that surround us, whether it be sound, music, hertz, vibrations, even our voice and stuff. We do different pitches. Last female I had, I could say something a certain way and give what's called an audio shock to the body. Okay, it's called audio shock. When people like jump or, feel a certain way, like getting offended, it's called audio shock, right? And then we got food is also the energy, as we know, okay? It's like in supplements, herbs, and also water. It's considered an energy source. Okay, environmental energy, okay? Whether it be at home or at work, your environment itself, whether it be the colors of your home, at work, how you be like, man, these people at work, man, I can't, they can bring your energies down, right? Or it can bring you up. Here's what kind of people you're around at work, right? And your association, your homeboys or homegirls or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Some of them are good, some of them will bring you down, right? Have you drinking, smoking, all that, have you into some bad energy, and you wonder how you got into that energy field, right? But now, the most important thing we have in the last century, within the last 100 years, we have what's called the latest health hazards to our body. It's called EMF, which is pretty much electrical magnetic fields, okay? And what we're giving us what's called electrical smog in our cells, which can take in pretty much, can have us not really digest our food and all types of stuff, not be able to, our cells not be able to communicate properly to send the nutrients to our bodies. Now, I'm also what's called a certified tribal healer, okay, with the Crow Nation, and I'm also a certified naturopathic consultant, as well as what's called an EAV technician. My service can include right now hydration, also digestion, and what's called CCP, which includes the energy fields I just now talked about, which is the cellular communication pathways that goes through our body. And last but not least, I come with EMF frequencies. Okay, I got protectional stuff for our body, for our phones. Also giving you information what you can do in your home as well to try to reduce as much EMF frequency or electrical smog for your body as possible. Okay? I'm also the third, we consider, I guess, a third generation of what I do. My father was a naturopathic doctor, as well as called BEP, that's a bioenergetic practitioner, and he did what's called live microscopic blood. Now I know I had brothers be like, yo, come see me or whatever. Well, my blood is good, man. My doctor said my blood good, But that's some blood that they don't have in the tube, and it took them a little while before they even got to it. As a live microscopist, you see it live. You see the stuff moving around, and you see what other type of goop junk, and you see how your cells really move around. Actually, I'm going to show y'all something in a bit about that, okay? Also, I used to be around my elders, And you see, my grandfather told my great grandfather it was called the root man, which would be today a naturopathic. Also, my grandmother, she used a lot of naturopathic stuff too. I had an uncle. I had to find a picture where I had his name was Uncle Sam. He blew off his fingers playing with dynamite, and they took and used some spider webs to help stop the bleeding. And so yeah, spider webs can actually stop certain bleeding. If you get, say you go out in the woods, you get cut up or something real bad, and find some spider webs to help slow down the bleeding and everything. Okay. Now, we also now for up until about I said the 90s, I was always told don't trust them doctors and all that. I'm not telling y'all not to go there. I'm just telling you what I was told. Okay, when I was younger. I don't know if any of y'all was told that when he was younger. Any of y'all? No.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know I was told. Don't trust them doctors. But after the 90s or so, we started getting in the year 2000. It looked like if you sneeze now, people run into the hospital, right? Trying to get a doctor. But we used different methods. What it was called whole ham candy. Where they put it in rum, and you had to drink that. So it was pretty castor oil.
Oh.
I know y'all remember the castor oil technique. If you're old enough to remember, you know. Right now, like I said, they're gonna run to the nearest hospital for these type of basic things nowadays, right? Let me move forward. People use, like I said, different natural methods to rejuvenate themselves. And we're here today not really to talk about me, alright, friend? I just had to give y'all that briefing, okay? But we're going to talk about what is the best water to drink for better health. Is it alkaline? Is it bottled water? Or is it tap water? You know, straight from your faucet. I'm not trying to hold your ears up to hostage too long. This, like I said, this is more of an introductional presentation. If y'all want to, anybody want me to do a more lecture and a seminar and stuff like that, speaking engagement, call me up and I can really give you that hour long, really in depth of what I'm going to be talking about here today. Okay? And at the end, I'm going to try to do some questions and answers if y'all have any. I hope y'all do have one or two to ask me. That'll be all good too. Let's start with what is water. In ancient Kemet, or what they call ancient Egypt, it's called Tefnut. Okay? That's the ancient name of the ancient god, was called Tefnut, that dealt with water. Okay? It has a compound element called H2O, 2 compounds of hydrogen, 1 compound of oxygen. 75% of the earth, as we know, is covered with water. Our bodies is anywhere from 75 to 90% water. And when we are babies, we're actually more water. That's why they're so kind, like little fat little jaws and carrying on, going on with them, right? So that's because they mainly with water. Now, kidneys, 83% water. Our heart, about 80% water. Our brain, 75%. So that's why people sometimes be, drowsy and fatigue and stuff, because they dehydrated sometimes. Our liver, 86%. Our skin, you see people's dry skin breaking out with all types of craziness, dehydration maybe, okay? Got also our blood is 85% water. Our bones is about 25% water. Our muscles, 75% water. You know how people say, oh, aching muscles and probably dehydrated, okay? You got our lungs, 80% water. Our joints, I know y'all heard about Mr. Arthur, right? We're going to talk about that in a minute too. That's about our joints between that is 85% water. And lymph, which is pretty much our immune system, is about 95% water. It's not made out of Kool-Aid. It's not made out of Gatorade, Crystal Light, okay? Sodas or anything like that, or tea, okay, or coffee. That's the main one everybody like to drink. But water, that's it, okay? Just let y'all know that, right? So, because I had a person, one of my clients say, well, I drank water. I said, okay, and they had some type of flavored water. I'm like, oh, man, okay. All right. It's a substance that can be looked at as a nutrient. It's the same life. It's like next to air, earth, and the sunshine. If we go back, if you're a biblical person, like to open up your Bibles and stuff, they mention that in the Genesis chapter 1. Go ahead, brother. That's all right. We'll stop when brother got to load up. Okay, take care, brother. Okay. The creed is called the 4 elements. Okay, now another presentation will be coming up next year. It'll be called the 4 elements, the 4 bodies. I'm sorry. Let me slow down. The 4 bodies and the 5 elements to health. Okay, I'm gonna be doing that pretty soon. Water is more like a solvent, a emulsifier, a cleanser. It's also washing away toxins, debris in the body, help flush out what's called dead cells. A lot of people is getting cancer sometimes. Not saying all the times, because it's a collaboration of dead cells in one spot. You see what I'm saying? And other environmental toxins that may enter our body. Now, it can also be used to wash our clothes, as we know, and wash our body. I put wash our hands because, you know what, we don't wash our hands no more. We use that stuff right there with the Germ-X, what is it called, hand sanitizer. And we don't understand that what we're doing is your hands are already dirty, right? You squeaking this stuff on it, and you like putting a covering on top of the dirt. It's almost like a funky person putting cologne and stuff on to cover it up. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Right. You still funky and dirty. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same thing here when y'all, you know, we got to do like we used to do. Wash your hands, man. Get some soap and water on that thing. Okay. Water is also going to be used for a tool for fasting and detox. Some people go on water fasts for 30 days, 40 days. It's a good way to detox your body if you can handle it. Now, if a lot of y'all don't know, water has memory and emotions. Did any of y'all know that? Okay. Now, also, don't forget what our body is made from. We can also talk to the water. When you're sitting there and you got a thing of water, you can say, bless my body, water, and, you know, give me strength and health. You know, you can talk to it. Okay? Now, let me show y'all a little clip. If you've never seen it before, let me see how it's going to play. It's about 5 minutes. Like, I got about 5 minutes to show y'all something about water. Yeah, let's check this out right quick about water. Oh, shoot. I went the wrong way with it. Let's see. Make sure. All right.
Some of the water we examined showed no crystal formation whatsoever. One such example was tap water. From what we could observe, beautiful crystals were a rarity when it came to tap waters of Japan. This was also the case in certain cities outside of Japan. As we continued our research, we began to discover that certain types of water produced beautiful crystals, while others did not. Unlike tap water, water from natural sources produces a variety of beautiful crystal structures, captivating our eyes. This is water revealing another side of itself. Photographs that capture the unique radiance of water in its crystal form can be our guides into the esoteric world of water. How will the crystals change when water is exposed to music? In order to maintain consistency, we use distilled water throughout the experiment. This is crystallized water before it is exposed to music. Watch what happens when we play Mozart. Transforming crystals as it follows the music. It is as if these water crystals were a reflection of our own emotions. The first word we exposed water to was arigato. This is a Japanese word for thank you. The result was a formation of a beautiful crystal structure. Conversely, this is what happened when we exposed the water to negative words, such as you fool. to expose water to positive and negative words. As a result, we observed major differences in crystal formation. Beautiful words manifest as beautiful crystals. Gentle words manifest as gentle crystals. By appearing before us in its crystal form, water is letting us see the hidden power behind words. What will happen to the tap water when their thoughts become one? Then, from within the darkness of the microscope, a small crystal appeared and slowly started to grow. A magnification increase revealed the sudden emergence of a single crystal, clear and simple, as if to epitomize the thoughts of the people who had gathered. In response to the words and thoughts of the participants, the tap water from Tokyo produced a beautifully balanced crystal. Through crystallization, water is telling us that it can act as our mirror, that it can reflect human thought. Water has the ability to see. The same water also flows through our bodies and nurtures all life on earth.
So, y'all ever seen that before? It's called The Messages in Water if y'all want to go and look at the whole thing, just in case you do. But as you can see, our water, you talk to it, you can change crystals. Same thing with our body. You know what I'm saying? We got children and stuff, the way we talking to them and stuff like that. You see what the crystals did. You see what I'm saying? It could go into the body, and actually that's why some of these children and stuff be having certain situations going on. Just bringing it out. Okay, now we got, not only it goes through our pipes, right? When it goes through our pipes, it changes its molecule structures, okay? And even may collect some metal toxins and from the underground pipes like bacteria, viruses, along the way coming through my faucet. Now I know any of y'all had changed pipes before, you might have seen this before, right? Just think about it though, that's some stuff that you don't put on your skin, been drinking if you're a person that's drinking out of tap water, right? So not only does it go through our pipes and water you have to face, but before they even go through our pipes, it get chemicalized at what's called the water safety plant, right?
Right up the street.
Exactly, one right up the street. So we got chlorine and fluoride. That's some of the main stuff they use. But the chlorine, fluoride, and all the added chemicals may cause neurological problems, okay, digestion issues, and etc. Many people may be allergic to these, more sensitive to it than other people, like to the chlorine and the fluoride, and having different types of aches, pains, headaches, and they wondering why they having these different symptoms. And you know the first place we're going to go, and the first thing they're going to do is give you a bunch of pills. You see that? So, let's move forward.
I ain't rushing, but I'll just let you know. I ain't want you.
Yeah, it's all good. I appreciate the time you have spent. You know what I mean? All right. So I guess we're going to try to continue this. We just had a blackout, so that was a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? Just added to the excitement, I say. For real. Okay, where was we? We were just talking about the bottled water and storing the bottled water. That's what we was talking about. We got to ask ourselves, what is the plastic bottle made from that we're storing it in? Okay. Is the bottle that we're storing it in, is it safe? If there is some type of leakage of the bottle, chemicals or pollutants, can it get into our drinking water with the time? Especially when, like, if you set it out in the sun, y'all heard, don't set your bottle, leave your bottle out in the sun and stuff like that. or if it's in an environment where it's a switch of different temperatures. Okay? This stuff called right here, it's called peat. What is polyethylene triethylamide? It's a big word. Okay, then what they're saying, the majority of everything is made from peat. Pretty much it's an alternative to BPA, and it still possesses a negative health concern due to the fact that peat can leach harmful chemicals, and a list of these chemicals to avoid. It's got a chemical in it called phthalate. It's I don't know if y'all can see it. It's PHTHALATES. Okay. Now leaching is the chemicals from the source. In this case, the plastic contents is said, such as food. The phthalates are linked with negative effects such as endocrine systems, which is like our thymus glands, thyroid problems, stuff of that nature, and reproductive dysregulation, early puberty. You know, we got these babies, these kids now, they're what, 6, 7 years old, having their periods, these females. Okay, it could be from the plastic. I'm not saying it is. I'm just telling you what they saying about this peat stuff, right? And plastic. Also, it can have infertility. Okay. Now I got a bottle here. I'm gonna pass it around. Y'all can see what's up with that. It's at the bottom of that. You can see. You see a little thing at the bottom. It got a 1, but you can see next to it, right? The name. Can you see it?
Damn.
See what? Pet. That's it. And we got number 1. You want your bottle to be at least a number 4 or 5. They saying if you look at that symbol, you want it to be 5 and up.
Hold on, let me see that again.
Yeah, you see the symbol on it? It's got a 1 in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You want it to be 5 and up because that's more. When it's 5 and up, they saying it's more like glass.
Okay, gotcha.
It's closer to what's called glass. It's more safer for you. You see it at the bottom?
Just say 11.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a 1 right.
Oh, and the one up under the pet.
Yeah, you see it's inside like a pyramid type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got
So
1.
you wanted it closer to 5.
You want it 5 and up.
Okay.
Yeah, you want it, because that means it's more like a glass bottle.
What bottles got the 5 on? Did you know right off?
Not right off. You know what I'm saying? I get the BPA free types of bottles and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Plastics I get. Okay, what are the best type of plastic bottles? Maybe get my water in. I just now explained that just now about the 5 and up. You want to look for that little symbol. It looks like a pyramid at the bottom of your water. Okay. Let me see. On top of that, the majority of the water is acid with a pH as low as 4. Now, that's why I brought my little things. We'll do a little demonstration for y'all. You just rather be drinking a soda the way some of these bottled waters are. They got all types out. They say in the last few years, you know, they got this rise of a new fad that everybody's on. It's sold like $4,251 million worth of products in 2022, and it's called alkaline water. I don't know if they can see that on the camera now, but we'll work it out later. So they are selling commercially. Ask, do it have any type of ingredients? It's supposed to be a 9.5 bottle. What's called essential. Okay. Now, should water have ingredients other than water? Let's look and see, does it have ingredients in it? I'm going to get a man. Who got the best eyeballs?
I was doing some research on some alkaline water the other night, and we did find some that actually had sodium in it.
Okay, check this out. This one in the top. Can you read this for us? You might can see better than we can. You got old eyeballs again.
Yes.
Kind of read it out for us if you don't mind. What's in that water?
There are 0 calories,
I think it should be
0 fat. There's 5 milligrams of sodium. So this one does it.
I think it's right.
Yeah.
The ingredients.
Okay. The purified water, sodium, white potassium, magnesium sulfate,
Magnesium sulfate. We said
calcium chloride,
and
electrolytes for taste.
And electrolyte for taste. You hear all that that's in your water? It's supposed to be nothing but water. Well, they put that extra stuff in there to make it alkaline. And I'm going to show y'all a quick demonstration. This is my first time doing this particular demonstration, so I might need y'all's assistance with it. So I got a couple of brands of water. We got Deer Park. That's a known brand. And a lot of people love this Aquafina. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all see Aquafina everywhere, right? And then I got my own alkaline water straight off a machine. You know what I mean? And we're gonna do a little demonstration right quick. And I don't know if people ain't gonna be able to see it unless I guess I'm moving my camera around, huh? Well, we ain't gonna worry about the camera. How about that? You see it, you don't see it. I don't know. How can I see it? I'm trying to see how can I guess I put it right here. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all just give me a second.
How much water you drink a day?
I try at least a half gallon, a gallon or more. Especially in the summer, I do at least a gallon. What you want to do is for every 3 pounds, 1 ounce of water. So you divide whatever you weigh by 3, okay? And that's how you get it. So we're gonna do our little demonstration here. Got one more. All right. And then it should be, oh yeah, it's showing me right here. Okay, we're gonna do the Deer Park. We put that right there. We're gonna do the Aquafina. Put that right here. And then we're gonna do this, Essential. There are a lot of people taking by nowadays, saying they're getting alkalined up with all these extra ingredients. That we just read. Alright, then we're gonna try some fresh water off a machine. See what that looks like. It's gonna be the last one we do right here. Alright, I got to add my little, what's called pH drops. Shake that up, get that going. So let's do the first one. We got Deer Park. We got Aquafina. We got the Essential. And you got the actual alkaline. So let's look at our chart here. Get mixed up in these papers. Okay. This is our chart right here that we're going to look at. And we got the first one. Looks a little green. What y'all think? Look green where you got the flashing lights also. Can y'all see it? So green gonna be like a 7.0. That's the Deer Park. Aquafina. That's kind of yellowish. You see it? That's a 5.0. That means it's acid. Then we got, okay, the Essential is, that's about a 9. Which is purple. I always call it divine water because it's purple, right? Then of course the one I got out the machine is purple. Now, you got a straw? Y'all got straws? I'm not going to straws. Oh yeah, got it right here. Boom. Anybody want to help me with this test? Like I'm blowing one, y'all blowing one. It's the first time I've done this. Who want to try it out? Who got enough air in their lungs? And y'all? Y'all try this. You want to try it? Alright, let's try it. I never done this before. You got the Essential. I got the one that you just open that up. Somebody sent me a video on this, so we're going to see if it's what they call it, conspiracy or not. You know what I mean? See if it's real or not what they talking about. And what you want to do in it, we're going to blow into the water, right? And when oxygen hit it, which one you got? You got the Essential, right?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Let's go. Oh, mine changed already. Mine done went to blue so far.
Yeah.
Let's try some more. With the acid.
So the oxygen hitting it makes it different.
Right. So, at the end of the day, them added chemicals and stuff, yeah, man. So I guess it wasn't a conspiracy theory. It's for real. That's the first time I've ever done it. Okay, all right. It does change its color. because the oxygen in it. All right. So what's this all about, though? Let's see what that's all about. Okay, like I said, they raised the pH in it. However, if you ask yourself, what is the ORP? It's called the oxygen reduction potential. Okay, they measure the ability of the water to break down waste products in our body. It also contains the different levels of what's called oxygen in the water. It's the ORP right here. That's what we just now did. Now, when it's in the positive, it's bad. Most of all that bottled water right here is definitely in the positive. If it comes out the machine like mine, it's going to be in the negative. It's going to be in the negative, which is, it can enter into our cells now. Majority, like I said, is in the positive ORP, which is oxidating the water, penetrating through our cells now. It can't penetrate through our cells because the outside of our cells is a positive. Okay, it got to be in the negative range, ORP, for it can pretty much penetrate through the cell and what's called cleanse the cell out. Okay, and when it clean out the cell, that's when you actually get what's called hydrated. Okay, in turn, our body is able to turn into what's called H3O2. Okay, which is pretty much all our fluids is made out of in our body. It's called H3O2. It turns into. Now, basically, many of us are drinking what's called dead water. It really don't have no energy source in it, and as you can see, it turns to acid and stuff. Now, that's good. Maybe, like I said, some of this stuff is good for some organic teas and maybe squeeze some lemon in it or something like that as well. You know, drink it that way. It's pretty good. And the aquafina, I wouldn't fool with it at all. As you can see, that's straight acid off the bat. I always recommend, if you can't afford it, try to get you some, at least Deer Park or either Pure Light. Okay, because they're at least neutral, as you can see. They're at least in the green or light blue. Okay, I also had to ask, what is that called hydrogen level? Okay, now I know the bottled waters don't have I don't have my meters to show y'all that, to demonstrate that, but I know none of the bottled waters will have what's called a different hydrogen levels, or parts per million of that. Now, if it's a 0, a body's not able to effectively metabolize the process, which means break down stuff in our body, and to receive actual hydration, you want the parts per million to be 400 and up. Okay, I have it's called a dehydrated bottle, or like I say, if you got an actual alkaline machine, it automatically come off the machine at different hydrogen levels. And hydrogen can help you. You know, got a lot of rich folks that got hydrogen machines in their house, and they wake up. There's a method to help for the body in different medical stuff. Okay. It breaks down and dissolves, emulsify unusable substance that enters into our body on a cellular level. See, we're dealing with things on the cellular level. Okay, not just on your physical level, or like I was saying earlier, you know, just treating you. Okay, don't get me wrong, and the body's a magnificent thing. It will work with whatever type, you've got just a drop of water within the substance, you know what I'm saying, still able to use it. Even though the water has, and this is my new word, I know everybody probably gonna start biting it, it's called additives. Okay, add it to live. Huh? Additives, right? Yeah. They add some stuff in it, right? As we see, any water is better than none because, like I said, we can go like 30 to 80 days without food. We can go to 46 days without water.
4 to 6?
Yeah, 46, maybe go up to 7. You know, you're gonna start, you know, definitely passing out and stuff. Probably after the 3rd or 4th day. It depends on your body. You know what I'm saying? Also, 6 to 7 minutes we can't go without air. Let me choke you up one good time for about 5 or 6 minutes to see how you act. You know what I'm saying? I bet your legs get to shaking, you're gonna be out, right? That's it. I think my thing rolling in. Yeah, everything rolling. Just making sure. Okay. I was saying I didn't see the red dot on that jump. Okay. Like I said, no water. Mainly drinking like sodas, caffeine, teas, coffee, sport drinks, these energy drinks they got, Kool-Aid, Sunny Delight juices, Crystal Light. Everybody be adding this stuff to. I don't like the way water tastes. When water have a taste, I advise you not to drink it anyway. Okay, you should have no type of water, no type of taste of water anyway. So, Crystal Light stuff. Whenever anything is you put in the water, it automatically once it hits your tongue, your brain and everything will register as food. Okay, so your enzymes and stuff in your mouth gonna get the bubbling, and your stomach gonna get the bubbling, waiting for some food to come down, think it's getting ready to have a meal, and okay. What it do is leave your body in a high state and also dehydrate your body fluids. Okay, there's numerous health-related conditions that dehydration can cause the body. I'm just gonna give y'all a few to name, like arthritis or the word itis. Whenever you see the word itis behind anything, I don't care if you say what it's called, colitis, appendicitis, appendix, and all that stuff. Whatever anything with that word itis behind means inflammation, means you're overly acid. Okay, you got a lot of, I always tell you, you got a lot of gook in you, or mucus in you, okay? That's what it means, okay? Then your synovial fluid between your joints, okay? It's like I said, it's a fluid. So it's made from water, right? Then we got, that's what people talking about, oh, my joints, they probably dehydrated, need to start flushing out, and then you got to drink well, I drink water all the time. What type of water you drinking? See what I'm saying? That's going to be important, okay? Constant abuse of dehydration, toxicity of sugars, sodium chloride, which is considered table salt. Over time, the building up will cause the calcifications, not being flushed out, and eventually causes the pain and the deterioration of what's called the connective tissues. Then you have the deteriorating discs and deteriorating that, right? It's because your body is trying to survive. So it's going to start leaching it on your bones and tissues and sucking it from that to get the balance of the pH and everything that it needs to survive off of. That's what happens. So you also get the old mighty high blood pressure that so many of us is dying from in our community. Okay, from being dehydrated. Then y'all ever seen a dried up earthworm? When it's first out the ground, it's all juicy looking and slimy looking, right? Let that sun hit it for a minute, and get all dehydrated in a sense. It look all crazy looking. The same thing with our veins. Okay, it can dry out, it get fragile, okay? And then, people have aneurysms, veins pop. Y'all heard that, right? That's because possibly they dehydrate, okay? Okay, now, what was I saying? Veins not able to flow blood through properly through the capillaries. And then you got macrocapillaries. You got your arteries, you got your veins, you got your capillaries, then you got your macrocapillaries. They get smaller and smaller and smaller, okay, to where the blood flows through. Okay, and what the blood is doing is delivering any type of nutrients, because a lot of us not eating nutrients. It's not, or because our digestion is off. So because our digestion is off, it's not absorbing anything. It's not absorbing anything. It's not able to utilize anything. And that's why a lot of people is not evacuating anything, and they constipated for 3, 4, 5 days. Okay? And all that backup and waste and all that stuff is putrefying. And it's a long story. We ain't talking about the gut right now. So let's move forward. Due to stagnation, backup, and the waste in the cells and our tissues, like I was saying, that's not being properly flushed out from our body, from our intracellular fluids. Most importantly, our body is not receiving usable nutrients, like I was just saying. But the water itself also helps deliver the nutrients through the different organs and places in our body. Okay? We have what's called high cortisol levels. Now, when they hyping all that stuff up I'm seeing on TV a couple of years, for the last couple of years, or stuff like that, a lot of people cortisol levels is up. Okay? And so what that does, that stresses out our overwork our adrenal glands and our kidneys. Or a lot of people kidneys already had dried up anyway, right? So we got diabetes. I know that's one that a lot of people in our community is dying from. Okay, and when it shouldn't be. The pituitary gland sends a signal to the pancreas. The pancreas is overloaded from the processed sugars. Okay, we survive. Our body turns pretty much almost everything into a sugar with glucose, sucrose. Okay, but in our case, we use processed sugars. Heavy starches that turns into sugar. A lot of carbohydrates that turns into sugars. Okay, and to where the pancreas does not have enough enzymes fighting power. It sends out the enzymes to help break down the sugary products. However, we overload our body with this, and the excess got to go to our liver and our kidney. They try to filter it out. They said, "Man, we can't do this stuff." It, turn to I'm gonna get it right. Glycogen. In the muscles, okay, in our muscles. And the liver is overworked, like I said, it stores it up as lipids, and it ends up storing as what's called fat tissue. Then we start to gain all this weight, okay, because when you start seeing a lot of weight, that means you got some stored waste in some tissues and in your muscles, okay, that you're going to have to, try to get out. And like I said, your hand dried up kidneys, a lot of us, due to the hydration. You can't just, push it on out. So it builds up and not able to metabolize, which means break stuff down and process the crystallized sugars, because we're consuming too much of the sugars. The sugar waters, like I said a minute ago, the different ones, and them additives, okay, before we can live off that mess, and dyes and the chemicals that's in the stuff that they use. So it's like yellow 4 and yellow 5. There's yellow 5 and red.
40.
Yeah, all that stuff. Definitely. I know I worked at what they call it, the lipstick factory over there before.
Yeah.
And I was in the back where they do the chemicals before they send it on the line. And that stuff I had to go get. I was the only one in the place that had like a whole mask on, one of them suits on, them white suits. I was the only one walking around like that. They were like, eh. Then the person that was mixing it, they didn't have no mask or nothing. When I went to go get this stuff, he got a big old cross with a skull on it, telling you hazardous level like 1, 2, or 3. I don't care, if it don't say 0, it's hazardous to me. Okay? Some of that stuff was like 1 and 3 that they were putting in this stuff to put on your skin and everything. Yeah. You see that? So anyway, what was that? Okay, like I said, without using water to flush all this stuff out. We also have obesity. A lot of this, like I was just saying ago, all this stuff gets stored into your tissues, you get overweight, you got all this stuff going on. But actually, obesity is a form of protection for your body. Okay? It's just trying to protect you. It's called the fat, protecting your body from due to the dehydration and toxic waste that may be stored in your tissues, and you can use it up for later. Now, the brain, mental illness. I know a lot of y'all know a lot of people on all types of mental type of medicines and carrying on, right? A lot of it, probably due to dehydration. Okay, a lot of the diagnosed mental illness. There's a book called "The Body's Many Cries for Water," and another one is called "You're Not Sick, You're Thirsty." Okay, it's by Dr. Beckman. He got a big old long name, but we just call him Batman, right? Y'all can look that up. It's due to dehydration, because like I was saying to y'all earlier, our brain is 80% water. Not Kool-Aid, not coffee, not tea. It's water, okay? And it constantly putting in work, 24/7. So when we thinking a lot, or when we got different projects, it's good to have some water by your side and sip it every hour or so, relubricate your brain, get the brain firing back up again, because it's working right now. Get what's called electrical charge going through it. Some of the symptoms of dehydration includes, this is a couple of them, mood swings. They got the kids on drilling all these different medicines for the ADHD and all that, depression, fatigue. Okay, a lot of that could be, drink you some water, headaches. Okay, drink you some water. You got to get you some white water though. Okay, like I said, you can at least you want it to be, like I said, deer part, at least you want it to be neutral or something. Okay. And without a whole lot of, like we see the essential here, about 4 or 5 extra added ingredients. I think that one, the deer part, may have 1 or 2. Okay, more, I don't think that's the merrier that we wanted to be dealing with that. Okay, first alkaline water from an ionized machine, what I was just going to talk about, not only have no ingredients, okay, but it contains the proper, what I was telling y'all about the ORPs. That can take it and go and penetrate through our cells and have high hydrogen, oxygen molecules. When you first pull it out of the machine, it's like high antioxidants, just like you're eating a bunch of fruits and vegetables, actually. Okay, this one is first got what's called the hydrogen, the oxygen molecules and stuff in it. Okay, flushing out the dead old cells, moisturizing our digestive system. Known as also the second brain. Our stomach is also known as the second brain. Okay, give you a smoother elimination and better skin. Okay, that's why I've been drinking it for years. Be like, man, your skin, you still look young and what have you, and so forth. It's because I've been drinking a lot of water for years. At least 30 years, right? So it assists in lubricating and energizing our brain, also our heart. Now our heart is considered also, some people say that's the first brain. Okay, I like to look at it as the third brain, because like I said, you got the stomach, and then your heart also, because they have the same neurological impulses and cells and stuff as our brain, our heart did. Okay, if y'all did not know that. Okay, let's move forward. I have today available, like I said, some alkaline machines that I'm be selling to our communities. I'm trying to get some restaurants or something to try to get them in there where I can send people to that place and say, hey, go get you some actual fresh water versus something that's added with a lot of chemicals. You see that? Okay. They have not, the one that I have available don't have not just one filter, but it has like 2 filters in it. Okay. And they say it filters out 99.9% of the lead that's in a lot of water, and over 200 unwanted contaminants or chemicals to protect your family, friends, and maybe your clients. Depends on what you're doing. Now, we're almost at the end of this. I'm going to show you this. This is refreshing alkalized water going through a machine, and then I'm going to show you right here what it does, how it affects our cells, our bodies, okay, and how our body receiving antioxidants and oxygen to the cells. So this is about a 1 or 2 minute clip. I'm going to show you all what happens if you drink some fresh water off a machine, okay? Oh, I don't know. Let's try and go over here. Let's try and get this one.
These are red blood cells, and they've lost their electrical charge, so they're all stuck together in a formation called a rouleau.
This type of work my dad used to do too.
Symplasms are associated with heart disease.
That's what I'm talking about, the live microscopics.
Arthritis and lung disease, and many other conditions that could be coming in the future.
The doctor asks the patient to drink a small amount of structured water. After 12 minutes, the doctor again draws blood from the patient and studies it.
So you can see that the cells then become buoyant, they become slippery, and they have their electrical charge, so they repel each other. That allows them to carry oxygen, and it means that we're changing the pH of the blood back to an aerobic environment rather than an anaerobic environment. I think that's utterly amazing that just drinking water could do that.
This is 10 minutes after waking up on to the left. The next one is drinking coffee in the morning. All this drinking the shining water. All the over is the fresh off the machine water. That's what your cells be doing in the morning. My dad used to do this. I thought it was very amazing to see how our blood actually moves. You can see what's really going on in your blood. So y'all can see him drinking the coffee versus waking up in the morning, ain't drinking anything, or probably want to drink a beer or something. That definitely ain't gonna work.
Which one is coffee?
This one right here, yeah. It clumps, see how it clumps up, your blood itself clumps up. This is drinking the shiny water. This is after 10 minutes after drinking. And like I said, you can see how blood is just like, with alkaline water, it's bouncing, it's all lit up. You got like a light around your cells, and it's like it's full of joy. It's bouncing around in your body. You see what I'm saying? Versus sticking together and gluing together, causes thrombosis, which is like clotting of the blood and stuff of that nature. To me, like I said, the best drinking water is, I've been drinking for almost 18, 19 years, is the alkaline water. Okay, I've been drinking the country water, but then they got some new competition on the block. And the machines not only have, the country water only have 1 filter in it. The new machines got 2 filters in it. And most importantly, they have the lifetime warranty. The Conga machines I've been drinking for over the 18 years, they only have 2 to 5 year warranty. So something happened after 5 years, you just F out of luck, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you spend $4,000 or $5,000 and, hey, I guess it's like $1,000 a year, huh? You think about it. Okay, like I said, that's pretty much it, y'all. Start drinking some fresh alkaline water, quench your thirst. Do more than just quenching your thirst. You want to actually get hydrated. Like I said, y'all give me a call. I have the machines available. I'm not going to really promote it here today. Also, if y'all like to do this particular presentation or other presentation I'm getting ready to do on body and health, y'all can call me up for speaking engagements, for small groups, ministries, events, and etc. Then contact me if you like to prevent the sickness. A lot of people want to wait until they're sick before they go see somebody. So if you want to learn some methods and stuff and how to help prevent it, then give me a call. I'm available for consultations, assessments, and also body rejuvenation sessions, even pain alleviation. If you suffer from a lot of different pain and stuff like that, I have different methods and equipment that can help relieve a lot of it, okay? Today, like I said, anyone that's here, I'm giving like a $300 off to attend, for those who have attended. And those who are interested in saving money, at least $800 or more a year. And also, the benefits of drinking ionized alkaline water. And also those who, with more people here today and want me within the next 7 days to come, I can come to their family or whatever, and I would come talk to them for free. This concludes my presentation. Any questions? And then we got to rest through. We had a lot of different things going on. Definitely. Appreciate y'all. You had a question, right? About the, yeah, it was about the car. How about you?
You know, the machine that I purchased from you before.
Right.
You know, yeah, the hydrogen machine.
Right.
Hydrogen. Is that the same? Is that in the same realm that I think it will penetrate your cells, basically?
Right. It changes the ORPs that I was showing y'all.
Yeah. Okay, I remember.
And then the hydrogen levels, it brings it up to at least 1,000 or 1,500.
Right. Okay.
So it's very, high in hydrogen.
Yeah. Okay.
The oxygen. Remember, hydrogen is a gas.
Okay.
You see, and oxygen is a very explosive gas.
Right.
You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So it helps, gives her energy and everything else. You see what I'm saying? It flushes out.
And you recommend drinking a gallon a day water? Yeah.
I
I love water anyway, but I need to,
I
like
have
you
a
drink
question
coffee.
about that, yeah.
I drink coffee in the morning. That's one of my downfalls. When I, swim and stuff like that. It's like, they have coffee outside, drink a cup of coffee. But I'm not a coffee addict, but I just do like coffee. So
you see what happens to your cells when you
after
drink
seeing
coffee
that,
after
yeah, I'm
10
definitely
minutes.
gonna make a difference. Yeah. Cut
You
that out.
probably gonna end up having some aches and pains or feeling stiff or
Okay.
something ain't feeling right. Now, if you had the bottle and drink the water, the response I got with that, he said he feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't have it because what it does is it help flush the uric acid out of your joints and stuff.
Wow.
Because when you do a lot of working out, they say a lot of working out ain't fully good for you
Right. Right.
because it builds up a lot of acid in your body.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why we have to drink stuff that's going to flush,
Yeah.
always flushing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do it before you work out. I ain't saying drink a whole gallon. Just, drink you some water. They say a half a bottle or something. Then get your workout, drink some more. You see what I'm saying? Want to keep your body flushing with that. You say you had a question about which one?
So there's been times like when I have done detox or fast and I drink a ton of water, and I used to drink like a gallon of water every day. But is it a such thing as drinking too much water, so where you don't feel well? Because water already has so much water in it.
No, not really. Some people say yes, okay, but in reality, it depends on the structure of water, what type of water. And if you're drinking a whole lot of acid water, then yeah.
That's why it makes sense to me now, yeah.
You see that? Yeah, if you're drinking a gallon of stuff that's really acid water, it's you're drinking a gallon of soda. If you think about it for real. That's what's happening right now. But you want to take, like I said, unless you're doing a lot of working out or walking or talking or a certain type of stuff, like I just that day, I'm doing a lot of walking, I feel my throat getting dry, let me sip on something. But you want to drink your water. It's for every 3 pounds, 1 ounce. So if you 100 pounds, you divide it by 3, it's about 30 some ounces a day. see that? And so that's what you want to do. Any other questions?
No, it's good. I'm definitely gonna step my water game up. How much is that? That's more than a gallon, or is that about a gallon?
Yeah, it's about a gallon I'm drinking.
A
Right?
gallon's not. It's actually not a lot of
It's
water.
not.
It's just
It's
really a
not.
pitcher, like a Kool-Aid pitcher or
Yeah.
something.
Like by the end of the day, you should be able to finish.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Especially if you're doing a lot of moving and thinking and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And if you sit around watching TV, you might don't need as much water.
Wow.
Playing video game. When you're playing video game, you might need some more water. Yeah, for real. So, anything else? Any other questions? Okay. Well, I really appreciate y'all showing the love today. It's been a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And hope to do this again. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
So, and this will fit into the restaurant.
Yeah.
When you're cooking,
Mhm.
and is there a specific water that you should use so that it doesn't, you lose the nutrients?
Not really. I mean, you definitely don't want to use tap water.
No.
That's the only thing I can think of with that part. But no.
Okay.
But I mean, if you have like alkaline water itself, like when y'all making
It's
your
fine
drinks
to
and
cook with?
different stuff, huh?
It's fine to cook with.
Oh yeah, that's when you because
Yeah, that's what I was-
you make it more definitely because you're dealing with a different structure of the water then, versus I don't know how you get your water, how you doing it now. I guess if you're doing it just filtering.
Yeah. But the alkaline would probably be nutrients.
Yeah. You call it ionized, and definitely like drinks and stuff y'all be making. You definitely want that way you can say y'all have ionized
Yes, yeah.
or alkaline sea moss.
Mhm.
You see that? But don't get the bottle kind. You really kind of want
Yeah.
the machine to get it fresh, and that's what you be doing. You be going to the get yours fresh off the machine, right?
Yeah.
When
You
make
see,
your
you
stuff.
didn't get a chance to see the
Most
vats,
people say
the
that.
big vats and everything.
Where at the dude's
Yeah,
place?
the back.
Yeah. I went by there that you told me
You
to go
see,
back to house.
but yeah,
I mean, not about his business.
Yeah. In the back room, that's a whole other conference. You got the big tanks and
Wow.
purification stuff back there.
You see, we don't have that here. You know what I'm saying? Like you got, down there they got the water stores.
Yeah.
Called water stores. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm getting ready to go to a couple places and see if they. But
Yes.
What about
I did.
water off a natural spring? I guess you'd have to test that before you started drinking it. But I didn't see something like off of 130. They got a natural spring, and they come directly off the mountain through like a whole lot of rocks, and people stop right there all the time with their gallons and be filling up all the time.
I mean, I would take and test it first.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
only reason why we gotta understand versus what 50 or 60 years ago what's in our environment right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And 50, 60 years ago, I'll tell you, hell yeah, go,
But
where is it at? Well, I'm
you can
gonna
see-
get me some.
You can see that there's water coming straight out the clouds, hitting the mountain, going through rocks, and then it just come out. They got like a little pipe, and people stop right there on the side of the road all the time.
You see how long the pipe's been there? We just didn't talk about the pipe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
See that?
They got it's like a little plastic pipe.
Yeah, so all that stuff we gotta also put into consideration. I mean, I would test it. I mean, if I had like you get what's called a gravity filter, I have one of those too.
Yeah.
And you can put rainwater, whatever, and it is some type of contaminants in it. It'll filter it out. And if you get them types, you want anything that filters out to 0.01 microns.
Yeah.
That's how small you want the hose to be. When you buying water filters and stuff, to really filter out the contaminants and stuff. And like when I went to Africa, that's what I used. I had a little bottle filter. There's two of them, Life. I think one was called Life something, Life Straw. And I got the Berkeley. And that's what I went when I went to Africa. I didn't care if it's a bottle or whatever. I poured it in there first and sucked it through.
Yeah.
I ain't always taking no chance. Definitely. Yes. But yeah, if y'all want to look into what I got, you know what I'm saying, as far as they're concerned, I got it available for y'all.
Right.
Well, that's it, y'all. I appreciate Mother's Nature's Soul Food Vegan Restaurant right here on Main Street. Make sure y'all come check them out. It's just a place to be. Get you some nice vegan food and stay healthy around this camp. Till next time, signing out. 1.